Hey guys, Justin here, and this is the Moto G5. Yep, Motorola has again dropped two of their yearly budget smartphones on their G line, so after using the Moto G5 for a bit of time now, here's everything that I love about it. Alright, first thing that I love right off the get-go is the Moto G5's brand spanking new design. Coming from last year's G4, the Moto G5 finally has an all-aluminum metal shell and frame, and for the budget price you're paying, the premium build and quality and feel in the hands is hands down one of the best features of the G5 itself. I mean, this phone really does have a love it or hate it kind of look, and while this phone is by no means thin at all, in the hand there's a nice heft to it, and either way it's still pretty solid. With all of these budget smartphones getting better by the day, Motorola definitely nailed the design for the G5. Moving on, the Moto G5 comes with its one nav button, and whilst it is a bit different, let me tell you why I'm in love with it. With the Moto G5's fingerprint scanner, other than actually unlocking it with your fingerprint, you can also go ahead and set it up to navigate throughout your device by swiping left to go back, swiping right to see all of your open apps, and tapping for home. I will admit at first it is a bit confusing, but it actually does make sense, and being however lazy you are, you won't really have to swipe up or reach for the on-screen buttons anymore. At the core, this feature is really just meant to simplify your interaction with the G5, and after getting used to these gestures, it really does make navigating throughout the device that much simpler and smoother, especially with one-handed use. The one-button nav feature works pretty well, and aside from the occasional glitch, this feature sets the G5 that much higher over your other budget devices. So if I had to tell you another reason why I love the Moto G5, it has to be the super clean, near-stock version of Android that they have running. With the G5 on the latest version of Android Nougat, there's absolutely no clutter or bloatware anywhere, and just like all of the previous G-line smartphones, it runs buttery quick because of this. Especially if you're someone like me with a much more stock Android taste, you won't be having to download any other launchers like Nova to get that stock Android experience. Really, you do have to appreciate keeping things simple without any extra bloatware apps that you'll never use, and is definitely something a ton of you out there, myself included, constantly crave from smartphone manufacturers. Okay, so now let's talk about the battery, and this year, the Moto G5 gets fast charging. Aside from the G5's 2800 mAh battery, a rapid charger brick is also included out of the box, and with that, it allows for you to juice up the Moto G5 to a few hours of usage from just a few minutes of charging. Hopping over into the real world though, the G5 can power up to around 15 to I'd say 20% in an impressive 10 to 12 minutes, at least from what I've seen. In my books, any budget device offering fast charging is already as top end as it is, putting other budget devices to shame. So now we're down to my bottom and last favorite feature, and to end things off, the feature that really got my attention was the camera, and not particularly the physical camera on the G5, but actually the app. The camera on the G5 performs decently well and offers a fair amount of sharpness and colors, but still it does have those same low light issues on the G4 and G4 Plus. What really does pick up the camera though is the professional mode in the camera app, so now you can control settings, like ISO, white balance, and quite a few other modes. There's just much more flexibility when it comes to taking photos, and I really found the ability to control the finer details in your pictures so much more useful. The camera on the Moto G5 is pretty decent, especially for what you're paying, but the software experience with that Pro mode makes the picture taking experience that much better. Anyways guys, that's my first bit of experience with Lenovo's Moto G5, and specifically what I'm really loving about it so far. And with everything the G5 has to offer, this puts it on my list as one of the highest end budget smartphones available right now. The G5 has a lot of good things going for it with these flagship features we're getting, the fast charging, Moto Actions, Pro Mode on the camera. As of right now, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far. In any case, that's about it for this video. Of course, if you enjoyed, go ahead and hit like on this video. I'm planning on pumping out some more videos on the G5, so definitely stay tuned, you don't want to miss that out. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.